Hi there, this is another Coffee with the Chairman, a quick update where I run you through the latest developments. Today we have quite some important information. As you know, we've been chasing a bank account for a lot of months already. And recently we got denied by the Rabobank. We're still in the process with the ING Bank, but yeah, we're losing faith that we're actually going to get a bank account, and we feel like the structure we have is actually blocking us at the banks. So we decided that it's time to um, look into other possible ways forward. We defined five of them. The first one is to have a look at other banks. We actually started another process with a Triodos Bank. We reached out to some other online and European banks, but most of them don't support cooperatives. And the ones that do tell us that it's a long um, process. And yeah, in short, we just don't have a lot of faith in a good outcome. And if we go on with other banks, it could take us another 9 months or so. So not the way forward in our opinion. Then we have the other option is to put to create a BV, a BV. It's a limited company in the Netherlands. Um, and then try to acquire a bank account with the limited. Um, but the issue with that is that the cooperative is the UBO. UBO stands for Ultimate Beneficial Owner, which probably will lead to the same research that the banks need to do and the same conclusions that it's just too risky. So this is also a bet that we're not chasing. Um, that brings us to the third bet. This one is promising. This time we could also create a limited company, but place it underneath the association, which makes it a lot easier. And then underneath the limited company, we'll place a stock. A stock is like a separate stichting, separate entity that allows to separate voting rights from the profit rights, the economic rights, and it will still leave room for bad lever rules, and we need to research the tradability, but all things as it looks now, it seems that it's possible. So this is actually the road ahead that we're researching now, and it seems promising. I will update you ASAP as with more info. But this is the one. This is the route we're taking. It has almost the same. It's almost the same as the current setup. Actually, the only issue is that some. I'll remove my face for a moment. Is that the certificate holders do get the status and profit rights, but they don't get any special voting rights. And in the older setup, that was the case. So at least special voting in the cooperative. So in this scenario, the cooperative will be dissolved actually because we don't need it at that point. And this setup makes it even easier because you wouldn't have to have two general assembly meetings and stuff like that. So it's actually probably makes it a little bit easier, and it's also easier to explain because it will just be the association who owns the company. So everything goes straight through the association. So this is the promising one. We also defined two other roads ahead. One is Bitcoin directly. That way we can skip the banks. Um, this doesn't fully mean we don't need a bank account, but because probably if we want to trade with others or other parties, we do need a bank account. So it's not completely sure if we sail around the issue here, and it will probably scare some people off. So because you do need to get Bitcoin in order to make the payment, and there's steps, additional steps involved. Um, it could be done this way probably, but yeah, then we urge someone to step forward to set it up like that. And the last one is even deeper into the Web3. We could use smart contracts to manage the tickets or the certificates. But in those cases, we deal with um, parties that have due diligence high on their list, which probably means that we still need a bank account, and it would be unclear on how the payments actually work. So this will need a lot of research still. Um, and yeah, that's not for me at the moment, and I don't think it's anyone else in the group that is deep into um, this matter. But if you are and you think this is the best way forward, please step forward and investigate it for us. Who knows, we might end up going this route. But for now, we are chasing the limited company with the stock that will come underneath, that will fall underneath the association directly, and then we'll create a limited with, we'll say that we'll use it for selling merchandise. Hopefully that will give us a bank account, and then we can use it to um, sell the certificates in the stock, but that will be after we have the bank account. All right, so that's the roads ahead. If you have any feedback or questions, please let me know. We're currently going on with the route just mentioned. But considering all the yeah, the painstaking efforts and time that it has cost so far, it seems like a natural time to allow people to leave while getting their funds back, because that was one of the issues for some people that wanted to leave already. You will lose your money at that point, and you won't get any certificates, any rights that you built up for those certificates. So what we're working on is to create an interim exit moment where people can get the promised 85% of their membership fees back. Please let us know your intent. Do you want to leave or do you want to stay? Send an email to me, jasper@fcthecrowd.com. So yeah, I can get an overview of who wants what. For those doubting, we believe that we're actually in the best place so far, even though it doesn't feel like it maybe. But besides the bank account, we are in a better place than ever. So yeah, and we don't want to quit this idea on not getting a bank account. So we are going forward to get the bank account and then have the crowdfunding campaign. Yeah, hopefully you stay with us. Anyway, let us know if you want to leave or if you want to stay, and send me an email with jasper@fcthecrowd.com. Then the last point on the agenda is that we actually have an agenda for the General Assembly. I've attached it to the email. Please have a look and please show up so that we can discuss the important things that I just shared. Because if we go on with the limited company underneath the association, we need to dissolve the cooperative, and yeah, some choices need to be made and some votes need to be cast. So we'll be in touch, and hopefully you stay with us until the end. No, until we have a football club and we win the Champions League. All right, thank you for watching. Let's be in touch, and you'll hear more from me in the next update. Oh, yeah, and keep an eye on the invite for the General Assembly. All right, bye bye.